Let's now take a look at using the Follow Me tool. We're going to do that by downloading a pre-built tutorial using the Get Models button up there on your Google toolbar. So click on the Get Models button. It's the brown box with the yellow arrow, and that's going to launch the Google 3D Warehouse. And then let's do a search for SketchUp 101 or su101 Follow Me tutorial. And I'll press enter to run that search, and you can see there is only that one result there. So we'll click on Download Model, and we do not want to load this model, load this directly into our SketchUp model, so we'll say no. And what we want to do is open this. So we'll choose Open, and it's okay to open it as a read only. So do you wish to open this file as read only? We'll say yes. Now once this guy opens up, we can take a look at our first scene tab. You can see that we have 7 different scene tabs, so it's kind of a self-paced follow along tutorial. And you can see here there's some instructions on the screen, but I will walk you through step by step. So the Follow Me tool allows us to generate really complicated geometry really fast. And there's 2 key pieces of using the Follow Me tool, and that is the path and the profile. So it's often best to pre-select the path, click on the Follow Me tool, and then click on the profile. And I'll show you what that means. With the selection tool, we want to first select our path. So to create a donut, this is the path, and then we click on the Follow Me tool, and then we click on the profile, and that extrudes that circle around the other circle to create a donut. So you can see how you can make some really complex geometry very quickly. Next, let's take a look at creating a sphere. So again, with the selection tool, I want to pre-select my path. So that can be either like we did in the last exercise, I selected the actual circle, or your path can also be a surface. So I'll pre-select my surface, click on the Follow Me tool, and then click on the profile. And now we've created a sphere. Now let's take a look at creating a gutter. The Follow Me tool can be used, as we said, by pre-selecting a path and then clicking on the tool and then clicking on the profile. We can also just go straight to our Follow Me tool and click on the profile, and then manually kind of feed this thing along a path. So the tricky thing about this is that we really need to be good with our navigation tools, and also you want to be kind of careful that you run it along only where you want that gutter to be. So now once I get all the way around here, get towards the end here, and you got to kind of feather it around to get it to do what you want it to do, and then I'll click to finish. So you can see that you can use the Follow Me tool manually as well without pre-selecting that path first. Now let's take a look at this column base. The Follow Me tool can be used as a subtractive modeling tool as well. So what we can do with this is pre-select the top surface. So our path can be that top surface, and then we'll click on our Follow Me tool, and then click on this profile, which is a subtractive profile. So when I click on that, you can see how it carves out of there. So the Follow Me tool can be an additive and a subtractive modeler. Now let's take a look at a pretty advanced shape here. So we have this star shape that we want to extrude along this path. So what we can do is triple click our path, and that's going to select all connected geometry. Then we'll click on our Follow Me tool, and then we'll click on our star shape. So key steps here are pre-select your path, and it can be either edges or surfaces. Click on the Follow Me tool, and then click on your profile. Okay, so that's some pretty complex geometry, and that would be really difficult to model that piece by piece, edge by edge. So it's a good thing we have tools like the Follow Me tool. Now we can go to the chess piece. Now for the chess piece, same deal. We click once on our path, click on the Follow Me tool, and then click on the profile. And you can see again some very complex geometry very fast. Now let's give it a shot at making our own profile. So using the line tool, what we can do is just draw a series of edges on here. So oftentimes what I do is I'll first use the line tool, and then maybe I'll come in and start making this a little more complex using some diagonal lines, maybe some arcs as well. Okay, so that looks pretty good. Then I want to use my eraser tool to clean up some of those extra edges. I don't want to leave that one alone. Alright, so then we can get rid of the rest of that geometry that we don't need. Alright, so now we can pre-select our path, which is the circle on the floor. Click on the Follow Me tool, and then click on our profile. And that's going to zip that profile around our path. So it's very important to practice that clean modeling. You really want to make sure that when you're drawing your own path that you're staying on the same plane and that you're really closing off that geometry and creating a closed loop of coplanar edges. Alright, so that's the end of the Follow Me tutorial. Give that a shot on your own, and you can always download it again and give it another shot to practice. And go ahead and when you're ready, click on that next step of SketchUp 101.